perfume. I I still smell it. That's weird. Um, Love and respect. So you might have folks that are uh, they love somebody, but they have a hard time respecting somebody due to um, a decision that was made or something that someone has done. A lot of guys love their brother, but they don't respect their brother. Whenever it comes to whatever. Um, but when you have, for example, a relationship with somebody that lasts, say, for example, over 20 years, and this person's never ever been disrespectful to you, you might have said something about, their piece of crap grandfather or other people in their lives that were pieces of crap that you admired, loved, and respected. But when you say something about um, someone that they disdain, the only time you've ever, quote unquote, been disrespectful to this person, the entire time you've known them, and then um, they want to hang up the relationship because of something that you said in a regretful way. For them to share amongst witnesses that you were not ever their friend is really them saying that they were never your friend. Because again, this person can behave in such a way that places their character, it esteems it higher than everyone else around them that they've, helped in whatever matters. But if you say one thing according to someone that they, something that someone else has done to embarrass or humiliate, you never in your life, all you've ever done is shown respect and love and compassion and honor and, all of those things. But one time, well, I tell you what, if somebody can drop the hammer on you that one time, I mean, considering that they've been disrespectful, and you can call them out on it. And all they can do is give you some logistics as to why they are now sorry that they, you know, made mention of those things. If you try to make sense of, you know, why you're sorry, well then, they're gonna hang it up. It's done. It's over with. I'd venture to say that that person, that there's no way that they had a friendship that was based on what it means to be, truly friends. That it was just based on, you know, an authoritative position or um, a gainful position insofar as your relationship to that person. And it seems logical to allow that person to move away if that's what they really want to do, because clearly they're showing you that after 20 plus years you've never been disrespectful, but you've only ever been loving, supportive, compassionate. um, and the one time you have a blowout and say some things in a way that you regret, they just want to hang it up. I would say therein lies their integrity. Therein lies the dignity that comes with integrity. Um, and they're only left to justify and rationalize how a person, one time in their life, one time in 20 plus years, can say something in a way that was not kind. It shows by their hanging up the relationship what kind of integrity they have, especially whenever you're trying to, you know, exercise reconciliation in an apologetic way. You know, it'd be one thing if you were the kind of person that repeated disrespect, like the other person that's hanging up the relationship. It's over and over again being disrespectful. But we're talking about someone who one time has a has a strange moment in their mental health in accordance to life, and all of a sudden, because this person really disdains somebody else, they're now putting you into the same category. Yeah, I think that that person is seriously not free, um, spiritually speaking. They're in a very low, low place. And no matter what you've done for them to show support, love, and kindness, and all of those things, they've shown the kind of dignity that they possess. They've shown that integrity isn't something that they can handle, um, at least not well. Um, so I got a lot of people on here right now. What's happening? What's going on with this, man? How are you? This is Trum Pandita. I am blessed and do not deserve it. Never People never cease to amaze me. I have had this happen to me. It's very hard to understand. It is. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I'm first. I guess so. Hey, Biggs. This is Mama T. Loving our enemies is difficult task that only the Holy Spirit can. Yeah, that's right. Well, and I think whenever you're trying to show somebody, some love, and they're actually just mad at you, for the first time in their existence on this planet because of something that someone else, pointed out. Um, I don't really have a hard time loving. I mean, he's not my enemy. You know what I mean? I love him. I do. Um, but I just find it incredibly immature, and I realize that a lot of the people that sit under him, you know, um, they're not like me. They don't stand up the way I stand up. They don't present the way I present. And I understand that a lot of people are, they just sit under him and they just kind of, what he says is holy, prophetic, and pure and all righteous, and there can be no wrong. you know, I get that. You know what I mean? Um, so it's not hard for me to love him. I just, the part that's kind of challenging for me to understand is someone who has presented themselves in this kind of way, to actually prove that they are not who they have professed to be for 20 plus years. And as much as I would like to say that's untrue, I still haven't received a conversation, not to even reconcile or even to, explain to me, why it's necessary to absolve the relationship. So I can't know contrary because the conversation's not even had, it's not even taken place. You know what I mean? Um, and so um, that's why I can only presuppose or surmise that is true just based on the empirical evidence. Um, which is another thing. I mean, I had empirical evidence to contradict everything that was being said to me, but this was the look. It was like I didn't want to. That's like I had the evidence to prove that what you were saying was wrong, but instead of looking at the empirical evidence, it was you didn't want it. So how can I think contrary to what I'm thinking insofar as you can't actually be who you say you are um, until that conversation takes place. And I know that because I've been there. I've been that person before. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been that person before. Um, keep the circle small. Yeah, I understand that. I think that God keeps our circle small, especially whenever um, if you're a Christian and you run into relationships with people that God doesn't want you to be in a relationship with, He'll keep the circle small because He's not going to leave you in that. He's just not going to leave you there. That's what He does. That's what love is. I can't take you serious, bud. Take a look in the mirror. That's Ruben. Well, I appreciate the encouragement there, Ruben. Um, and I do look in the mirror, and I realize that I've got tattoos that say Yahweh and Sola Scriptura, and then tulips, which is an acronym that we use to define the doctrines of God's grace. And if it's the hair that bothers you, um, every culture in history's past, they all just had different ways of wearing their hair, man. So I'm sorry you can't take me serious, but that's okay. There's a lot of people that don't take me serious. I don't want to put makeup on every day and then take it off, put it on. I just want to one time put my war paint on, and I just want to make that known to people who understand the war we're it's spiritual. And anyone who reads my chin, they know it says Yahweh. And anyone who knows what the five solas are or the tulip is, they know what they know. I'm putting my face in front of the chopping block. There's no way to say no, can't do it. It's already permanent, bud. So that's war paint, but that's okay. You don't have to take me serious, man. I love you, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. As a fellow believer, this is Warren Edwards. I've lowered my expectations of people, especially in the spiritually dead. Yeah. The worst heartbreak that comes from humans always comes with a Judas kiss. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. That's why I say I'm not really, I can only believe that this person's not really who they've said they were for 20 plus years because I've never been rude, hateful, disrespectful, never, ever, but, a decision that was made by him just kind of set me off. And, I said some things in a way that I shouldn't have said what I said. I don't take back what I said, but I was aggressive in the way I said it, and acknowledging that and being apologetic and things like that. I mean, if this person was who they said they, claimed that they are, then we'd at least had a conversation by now. But I don't ever foresee that happening because the empirical evidence lies within itself. Ruben says, "Look at this dude. Stop." People that decide to do this can't be taken seriously. Nothing bothers me. You just need help. This is true. Jesus Christ is the only one that can help any of us, man. I could, keep seeing psychiatrists and psychologists and all of those things to kind of help me bring up some of the harsh realities of my past and stuff like that, but they still don't have the ability to provide um, what Jesus Christ and only Jesus Christ, God, um, can provide. And so, you're right. I definitely need help. I need lots of help. I definitely don't seek help from others in a way that is, um, spiritual on the level that only God can. What when there are folks that can speak reason, like speak reasonably to me, and help me see error, and they can help me see justice and righteousness. When they can help me do that, it's like a Christian who says that they're a Christian, but they can't explain to you why they're a Christian. It's a challenge for me to take them serious because you can't really explain to me why you believe what you believe, but you say you're a Christian. God's word doesn't allow us to do that. Peter says that we're to give a defense for the hope that is within us. So if I'm going to give a defense, I should probably know why I believe what I believe, and I should be able to articulate that to people. Um, but that's okay, man. You don't have to take me take me serious, and I do need help. I need lots of help, man. I do, and thank God, uh, He's the only one that can provide probably what you're um, describing. Um, hey, can you sing "Not My Problem"? Erica Muir. Not my problem. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I probably can. It's cute. It's a cute question, but yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I'm always gonna have some more stuff to throw out. Um, we have a conference to go to this evening. Brother Mike from Brother Mike's um, Study and Devotion on YouTube. Brother Mike's Study and Devotion. He's coming to pick me up this evening so that we can go to a conference. Um, and I'll be sure to get you guys some videos and pictures and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, that's all I got right now. I was just kind of giving a little definition on love and respect, man. You can love somebody and not respect them. A little bit of a challenge to do that, but um, loving your enemies. This guy's not my enemy. You know what I mean? Um, I do love him. Um, I don't respect his decision, just like he don't respect, you know, what I or the way I said what I said. I mean, obviously he can't love me after 21 to over 20 years, uh, only having one, you know, major incident. Uh, I mean, therein lies the integrity, which dignity is a part of the integrity. Um, Sad, but we move forward. We got plenty to look forward to, because this ain't the only show. This isn't the only stage in life. I mean, we just hope that we can grow from it. So, at any rate, I'm gonna get off here, keep working on this chicken coop, and I love you guys. There ain't a damn thing you can do about it.